there is much confusion encircling the ancient Sumerian culture. After working in and around this subject for nearly 4 years, I have gained the ability to see what many cannot: the unity. Before I even begin to explain what the Abzu is, it is essential to understand that Zu initially united the original oracular cults, reading the thunder's flashes, and his unity with reading the flight of birds. Zu achieved this by stealing the tablets of destiny from Bel, a god of thieves and trickery. According to modern scholars, Enlil held the tablets, and the tablets were simply on the seat of Bel. Half man, half bird, this demon stole the tablets of destinies from Enlil and hid them on a mountain top. But the original narrative states, the tablets of destiny Zu seized with his hand. The attributes of Bel he took, the right to make commandments. He then delivered the oracles. Then Zu fled away and sought his mountains. Later, the god Enki overtakes the role of Zu. The twin flame of Enki is Enlil, but previously Zu took this role. I am suggesting that Enki is the balancing force between the two, the new frontman, the enabler of the unity. Zu took the role of Mul-Lil, who then became Enlil. He must also be Enki, as they are twin selves. It is a kind of magic, changing the minds of the people. They are the cups, and the figure behind Abzu is the ball. The Zu tablet is considered the prequel to the Enuma Elish, meaning the hand of Marduk wrote Abzu, an obscure male god, into the narrative. As this is the only place Abzu is mentioned as a deity. Before this point in time, the male Abzu was a female Apsu. Apsu, Tiamat, was not just the sea water, but also the fresh water. As this is the only place Abzu is mentioned as a deity. Before this point in time, the male Abzu was a female Apsu, the living water. The original concept of God, which focused on the basic needs for human survival. The best way I can explain what has happened is with a movie analogy. Marduk is Stephen Wolf, and I am separating his unity. What happened 4,000 years ago is happening today. As it was, so shall it be again. Let me explain this for you. The original concept of Apsu is most certainly holy water, the living water. The Abzu, or Apsu, was also called Engur, Nguru, Ab, water, Zu, deep, but the later Nguru is different. En, earth, Gu, voice, and the component Ru is notably for bird. In Akkadian language, Isuru is found in the Amarna letter EA28, Tushrata to Pharaoh. The letter is titled Messengers Detained and a Protest. So there we can see the evolution of this figure back into Is-zu-ru. I will guarantee that in that Amarna letter, the word messengers will be either Malak, Mamatim, or Anunnaki. The messengers are referenced as uncaged birds. They are messengers of plague and disease, a very different type of water, the troubled waters. To show that this moves forward, Apsu was recorded in Greek as apason, and is the name for the fresh water from underground aquifers, which was given a religious fertilizing quality. Similar to Babylonian myth, where Marduk makes the land fertile, the Aztecs had a type of soil that could change barren land into fertile land. In this case, enabling the Aztecs to farm in the rainforest. The modern soil experts have no idea how this was achieved. They currently believe that they burned the land, but also kept it damp. But there is a missing ingredient. Could this be the living water? If so, there would be no technology in use here, just a simple understanding of water. Before the division of Tiamat, she was both fresh water and seawater, a god of basic needs for human survival. The great ancestral mother's spirit. More than likely, from whom we gain our genetic memory. Now for the unity. Abzu, in the role of Apsu, is only depicted as a deity in the Babylonian creation epic, the Enuma Elish, taken from the library of Ashurbanipal, dated 630 BC, but it is 500 years older, 1130 BC. In this Jackanory, he was a primal being made of fresh water, and a lover to another primal deity, here described as a saltwater creature. Here we can see that Abzu was allocated the role of the life-giving waters. Tiamat is reduced to a creature. Eridu means city creature, but it is Abzu who is beneath Eridu. According to this narrative, it cannot be Tiamat, because she was defeated, and the earth in which Abzu is contained was made with her. So clearly we can see that Tiamat was taken over by a new male Abzu. And now you will see the Apsu being removed. The Enuma Elish begins when above the heavens Enuma Elish did not yet exist, nor the earth below. Apsu, the freshwater ocean, was there, the first, the begetter, and Tiamat, the saltwater sea, she who bore them all. You are told, but you do not listen. They were still mixing their waters, and no pasture land had yet been formed, not even a reed marsh. Apsu is now the first and the begetter. This resulted in the birth of the younger gods, the seven. The Council of Seven is born, who later murdered Apsu in order to usurp his lordship of the universe. It's all about taking the role, the original role of Apsu. Enraged, Tiamat gives birth to the first dragons, filling their bodies with venom instead of blood, and made war upon her treacherous children, the angels of the Lord, killing God. Here we can see the messengers of the Lord killed God, who was slain by Marduk, god of the storms, who then forms the heavens and the earth with her corpse. Marduk used the heavenly bow to defeat Tiamat, Mul-Ban, who is the goddess Ishtar. The goddess Ishtar is used to defeat the old concept. The shadow of Ishtar is another unknown male god. The bottom line here is that Ishtar is not Tiamat, but similar to Apsu, she now has a male counterpart, who is a bird, half man, half bird, a demon. Abzu is now removed, murdered by the seven, who then usurp his role. This is all about initiating the Council of Seven. The word murdered means that the seven are angels of malintent, appearing to man as a god. The term would be Malak, the angels of the Lord, also known as Mamatim, or Anunnaki. The Mamatim have 43 variants. If we add the hidden one, the figure behind Abzu, who has 7 aspects, we get the 50 names of Marduk, which do in fact glorify the seven. As above, so below. Same forwards as back. The next in line from Apsu is Mumu, the word, the Logos, who is in fact Anzu, the original messenger, and from there the god-king lineage falls, from the word. The Anunnaki, the Council of Seven, revelled in the magic word of Marduk, who made a heavenly cloak disappear. With a magical word, the ancient concept disappeared. Who could that cloak represent? It was the Mother Goddess who was made to disappear. Yet we are told in the very same myth, the Enuma Elish, that nobody can reach her or defeat her. Zu Mary Ann is the spirit within you, your guardian angel and voice of reason. It is a cup and ball game. Keep your eye on the ball. Stay tuned for more ancient mystery.